Hello, Corey from the BachScholar channel here. Thank you for joining me today. I want to thank all my viewers and subscribers for watching my videos and supporting me. Without your support, I wouldn't be doing this, so I do thank you. Today I have a very special and useful video for you. It is a tutorial on Sergei Rachmaninoff's very famous G minor Prelude, Opus 23, number 5, the one, that one, the very famous G minor Prelude. This tutorial is broken up into two large sections of roughly 25 minutes each. The first segment of the video is I address the outer sections, the march section, and then roughly 25-minute section also. The next segment I address only the middle section. So links to those can be found at the bottom of this video. You just click on the timing and it will bring you to either the first or the second segment of the video. And before we continue, I just want to tell you what score I'm using. I use the authentic edition published by Boozy and Hawks. It looks like this. It doesn't come with the wire bound. I added that myself, but it is an excellent edition. It's like a Urtext edition, all Rachmaninoff's marks and everything. I would highly recommend it if you don't have it, but you don't have to use it in this tutorial. But whatever score you do use, make sure you have bar numbers marked. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and so forth, because I do often refer to bar numbers or measure numbers in the course of this tutorial. So without further ado, here is a tutorial on Rachmaninoff's G minor Prelude. Okay, let's begin with bars 1 through 34 and bars 50 through the end. This way we can unify the outer sections, which are similar. And then in the next segment, we'll talk about the beautiful middle section, which is a little slower and with different rhythms than the outer sections. Rachmaninoff marks this alla marcia, which is like a march. He marks quarter note equals 108, which is a very fast tempo. It is humanly possible. In fact, there are a few performers that do 108, but in my opinion, that's too fast. I just don't think the music speaks well at that speed. I think I could probably play 108 if I really practiced this for, maybe a month or so. I could work it up to that speed. It's a difficult speed to maintain, but even if I could sit down right now and play it at 108 per quarter note, I wouldn't, because I think it's a poor musical choice. Very often composers had problems marking metronome speeds even for their own music. So when composers mark metronome speeds for their music, it's not the gospel truth. You need to examine it for yourself and ask whether that's musically a good choice. In my opinion, I don't think 108 is a good choice. So my speed is closer to maybe in the 80s or 90s or so. But I tend to play this slower than most people, but I focus on more different aspects of the music and try to get more precise. So let's walk our way through it, and instead of focusing on speed, let's just focus on the details of the music, and especially pedaling. I want to address a lot of pedaling in this tutorial because Rachmaninoff doesn't mark pedaling in his score. And I've heard probably a dozen different approaches to using the pedal in various performances. And I'm going to give you my approach, which I hope you will like and you will adopt for your performances. So let's start here. take that, what I just played, that's just a moderate speed. Let me see what that was on the... It's around somewhere in the 60s, probably. A nice moderate speed. Anyway, let me go back and just explain what I was doing with the pedaling and the accents. The first note here, just a tad of pedal on that. Pedal off. And with your fingers, play in your fingertips. Keep your hand, don't play flat. Don't be down like this. Keep up. It will help you get a dun-dun-dun, dun-dun-dun, a really precise sound on those. So a little pedal. I wouldn't use pedal on these. And pedal off. Here you can use a little pedal. A little pedal here. Now, when we get there, that needs to open up with the sound. Rachmaninoff has dotted quarter notes there, which implies a full pedal. Don't lift here. Don't lift early. Hold the pedal for the whole beat right there. Change here. Change up, down, up, down, up, down. The up, down, I'm referring to the pedal. So it's, we have pedal, that a little crescendo over that too, as he marks here. I've heard many performers do this. And that's wrong. That's incorrect, and it doesn't sound good that way. You need to hold the pedal here. Hold the pedal all the way through. Dotted quarter on your pedal, off with the pedal, pedal. So basically you want to use the pedal when he has the dotted quarter notes and off when he doesn't. Pedal. No pedal here. Accent, accent. Accent. It has a little humor. It's a little dry humor there. But to get these chords, to get them clean, try to play in your fingertips. Fingertips, fingertips, fingertips. Try not to play flat. Try not to play flat with your thumb. Try to play your thumb up. So the higher you can play, the more in your fingertips you can play. You'll get a crisp sound there. Accent. Go on. This is just like before. Pedal. No pedal. 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 Accent chord, you can use a little pedal there. And he has an accent there. And you can use a little pedal there too. It's like putting a little spice on the food right there. So pedal can always help with these accents. So no pedal. Pedal. And I've heard a lot of performers do this. They wait extra long before they go into... But it should, in my opinion, be strictly in time here. Don't take any more time then you have to. This is a march. There are no rubatos in the outer sections. None. Keep it like a march. And I guarantee you, you'll have a better performance that way. So we have... So now we're in this new section. Bring out the accents. We have an accent here. Then we have an accent there. So basically at the beginning of each bar, we have an accent in this section here. Now, talking about pedal, I would hold the pedal, and then let the pedal off on that chord right there. Pedal. Then you have a clean sound on those going up. So pedal, off, pedal, pedal, off, pedal, pedal, off, pedal, so low here, don't hold the pedal when you're way down here. So you have the pedal here. Hold the pedal off. You want a nice clean staccato sound there. No pedal, then no pedal on these notes. But a nice long pedal when you get to this D right here. This octave run staccatos, let the pedal off about at the second eighth note. So once again, off. Notice also that Rachmaninoff wrote on the last two notes of that run, he has a slur with an accent. So it's not this. This. Really brings out that anacrusis or upbeat leading to the fortissimo. Big pedal there. Hold the pedal down. Off. Pedal. 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 Off. Pedal. 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 This is all fortissimo. This is even larger and louder than before. We need broader pedals here. So you can really use the pedal to your advantage here to make it grand and thick. Pedal. So off, no pedal on the C. There you want pedal. Then you want off. You want pedal, no pedal on the B. No pedal on the B flat. No pedal. So you get a really great effect here if you use the pedal correctly. I hear a lot of performances in which the performers just totally botch the pedaling of this piece. I mean, they're great with everything. They're great with their finger technique and everything, but the pedaling needs a lot of work. So Listen to the pedaling when you play. Accent. Hold the pedal. Off. Off with the pedal. Pedal. Off. Pedal. Off. Pedal. No pedal. A little pedal. When you come to the end of here, I wouldn't use pedal on those, but on the last one, I like this little pedal there. And on the very last D, the octave D that, in the next section there, think of that D as being the ending of the first section rather than the beginning of the middle section. In other words, you wait a second, wait a second or two, then the next section grows out of it. So don't think that the D has to be in time, exactly when you play that D. I think it's better to think of it as an ending of the first section rather than the beginning of the middle section. Now let's move over to bar 50. Bar 50 here. This, and when you play up to speed, this will be slower than the original tempo. It kind of grows into no pedal, no pedal, a little pedal here, no pedal, a little pedal here. Rachmaninoff wrote dotted quarter note here, so when you get to there, hold the pedal through there, and then no pedal, pedal, hold the pedal through there, no pedal, 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 no pedal, pedal, no pedal, pedal. Once again, dotted quarter note there. Whole pedal, pedal, no pedal on those. This is the C minor part here is when he reaches tempo 1 again. So pedal, 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 off, pedal, 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 off, pedal, off, pedal. Hold the pedal through that whole measure. He has a dotted half note. And then another full pedal when you get to this D. Off with your pedal when you get here. Once again, some of these notes he has accents on, some he doesn't. Most of them are accented. Accent, 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 no accents. Accents on the last ones. So you may want to bring out the last ones a little more than those. Then we have pedal, off, pedal, pedal, off, pedal, pedal, off, pedal, off, pedal, hold the pedal there, here. He has a slur with an accent. So the last two notes there. Sorry. So yeah. Da-dum. goes here. No pedal, pedal. A lot of times in performances I miss this. In fact, most performances, even professional ones I've heard, ignore this. Okay, look in bar 82. In bar 82, that's a half note D. So I would play 4-3-1 or 3-2-1, play 1 on D, switch to 5. 1, finger substitution. That way you can play those and still hold D. But it's not over yet because it has to connect to the G in the next bar. So you need a finger substitution here, and then here you need to go back and switch to 1. There. I always lose this, almost always in performances. Performers always just go through it. They ignore this. It's very important. So, da 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 dum. It has to be legato. The only way you can do that legato is with finger substitutions. So that's something you can work on. And you have that. So I am going to now play it I'm going to play it at just a moderate speed, just a kind of a slow, maybe 2/3 speed, 3/4 speed or so, at 63 per click on the metronome. I'm going to play it with a metronome here. 63 per quarter. Now, listen especially to the detail in all the pedaling that we went over. skip over to bar 50. Now notice something. I'm going to play bar 50 up to bar 58 slower than the metronome. So I'm not going to be with the metronome, but when I get to bar 58, then I'll be with the metronome. That's the original speed. So I'm just ignoring the metronome. I'm still slower than the metronome. So there we have the outer sections played at a nice, slow to moderate speed, where every detail, you can hear every detail. So when you practice this, focus more on perfection with pedaling, with accents, and with rhythmic precision. Focus more on that than actual speed. And then when you do get it faster, it will sound so much better than performers who don't take the care to iron out the details in the beginning and they only focus on speed. And the result is sort of a faking it. So you don't want to fake this. You want to make it very insistent with rhythm. And in my opinion, the outer sections should not, they shouldn't budge from the metronome. They should be metronomic. Marches are metronomic. So the outer sections, in my opinion, should be metronomic. Even when you get here. Many performers take time, and then they sort of speed that up and sort of speed up. I wouldn't do that. I would just keep the same speed all the way through, and that way you get more of a march character. So in the next section, we will talk about the very beautiful middle section here. So stay tuned. Okay, in this section of the video, we're going to talk about the very beautiful middle section of Rachmaninoff's G minor Prelude. Just as a source of entry here, I'm going to take it from the last two bars of the first section. pedal there. So when you get to the last half of bar 34, little pedal on that D, very soft on these, and you'll be slowing down. Rachmaninoff did not mark ritardando here. Kind of puzzles me as to why he didn't, but I think it's the right musical thing to do here. So a little ritardando there is good. So and as I pointed out in the last section of this tutorial, this D, when you get to that D, think of that D more of the ending of the first section rather than the beginning of the middle section. Because the way it looks on paper like it's the beginning of the next section. But actually, musically, it works better if it's the end of the first section. And it makes a difference because actually, you have that. Take about a second to get your gears, and then start on the A. So this D, the octave D, doesn't have to be in time. Start on the A. I put 5 on that A. Take a second now. And then you get going with there. So we have. Such beautiful music. Okay, there are a few things I want to go over. First, I want to get the fingering out of the way in the left hand. It could be problematic here. So, 5th finger on the octave, of course 1 and 5 on the octave, 5 on A. I play 5, 3, 2, 1. 5, 3, 2, 1. So you don't have to cross over for the F sharp. 5, 3, 2, 1. And then 2 on D. And 1 on F sharp. Then, after that, all you have really are 2 main positions. You have the D7 position here, and then you have the D position here. Some people may be tempted to do sort of like crossing, to play 4 on F sharp and cross the thumb under and go here in order to get everything totally legato. But that's actually inefficient because the pedal will make everything legato for you. It's better to have fewer hand positions than it is to weave in and out with your hands. So I'm going to play without pedal just to show you how I finger this. Notice how there's breaks. Notice how there's breaks. Rachmaninoff has full legato lines. He has a full legato line there, which leads one to believe it all has to be totally legato. Now, if that's the case, I've seen some performers do this, where I'm at the second half of measure 35 here, and I've seen people finger it this way. 4, 2, 1, 2, 1, 2, 4, 1, 2. So you're putting your 4th finger over, you're putting your 2nd finger over, you're putting your thumb under, you're weaving in and out. Just in the course of 2 beats, you have to weave in and out about 4 times. But it's much easier to just put little breaks in there. Play 5-2-1. Put a break. Don't bother connecting it. So don't cross 5 over 1. But just let go of 1. Let go of your thumb. And gracefully go to 5. And the same when you come down. Play 5. And gracefully just move your hand into the next position. So, what you have are breaks. That's perfectly okay because you're going to have the pedal that's going to sort of iron that out for you. So it's much more efficient. Here, going into bar 39, after you play 5 on the F sharp of the previous bar, don't go 1-2 like before, go 1-4-5, and then that sets you up for 5 for G. And the same thing here in bar 39, 5-2-1. You don't have to cross over because you don't want to twist and turn. You want to go 1-5-2-1. Gracefully reposition your hand, put 5 on B flat. First inversion G minor. So you have Rachmaninoff had huge hands. These are big leaps here. You can put a little break. He has one line, but you can think of it as 2 sub 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, like that. Then bar 41. I like this fingering. 5 on F sharp, 4, 2, 1. I've seen a lot of people cross over here. I like 5, 4, 2, 1 here. Then you don't have to cross. Then put your thumb under. Right there in bar 41. And then it goes on in a similar fashion. So using pedal, I'm going to use that fingering now with those breaks. If you do the breaks well, you can barely even hear them. Now with pedal. Keep your fingers up high. Keep them up. Play almost on your fingertips. Same fashion. I would suggest taking this middle section and spending a whole practice day or even 2 or even 3 days only on this section and break it up into sections. Don't mix the outer section practice days with the inner section practice days. So on one day you might want to practice the bars 1 through 34, which we did in the previous section of this tutorial. The next day you might want to practice bars 50 to the end. Or if you have it worked up enough, you could do all of the outer sections. And then on another day, you can do the middle. I wouldn't put it all together until you can play each separately well. So don't feel like you always have to go from beginning to end of the whole prelude. So I would suggest when you practice this middle section to really focus on your left hand, get a beautiful, effortless left hand, work on the fingering, practice it with no pedal so you can hear the breaks. There are breaks. So there are breaks. You need to know where the breaks are, and you need to make them sound as graceful as possible. Now let's talk a little about the right hand. Beautiful melody. When you play this, try to voice the chord to where you have the top note a little ringing above the others. That's sort of bottom heavy. You have to be careful about your thumb. Don't play your thumb too loud, but it takes very careful distribution of the weight of your hand. You want to feel like your top finger, usually the pinky, has extra weight on it of your arm. So your weight is tilted towards the right. So you want to voice that top note. Now let's put it together. And bear in mind, I'm playing this slower. I'm slowing this down from the performance speed. Bring that out. Bring that out. Little crescendo. We're already, here's mezzo forte. Remember that the beginning is pianissimo. It's almost impossible to get a true pianissimo, but if you can at least get mezzo piano in the beginning, do so. I've heard performances, I'm not going to name names, but I heard a performance by a very well-known professional pianist who just, it's awful. It's like it's not even mezzo piano. It's like, you know. I mean, he like pounds it out. So, please, just keep it soft if you can. Just as soft as you can. It's almost impossible to do 2 Ps, but very light. You're just floating on top of the clouds. Crescendo. Rachmaninoff doesn't mark ritardando here, but it's a good place for it. So when you get to bar 40, bring out the D, the C sharp and the bass. Retard there, and then next bar. So the ritardando will help bring out the piano in the next bar. So we have mezzo, forte, retard, soft. Bring out the tenor voice there, if you can. I use 1, 2, and then 3 of my right hand. Now we have a middle voice. The tenor voice in the middle. Your left thumb will bring that out. Left thumb, left thumb, left thumb. Now your right thumb. Now you want to voice your right thumb here. So bring your right thumb out there. Now your left thumb. Now right thumb. And now your right thumb. Again on this A, the half note A. So just to summarize that, bars 42 and 43, we have a tenor voice beginning with okay, you play that. That's held. Then we have you want to see if you can bring that out with your thumbs, mostly the left thumb and also the right thumb. Also, I have a tip for you. In bar 43, the chord on in the middle, it's a very thick chord. You have it's a D7 chord with the A of the melody buried in between everything. I don't know. Rachmaninoff had large hands and he could do some amazing things on the piano with his hands. So, but for us mortals, actually, I'll just give you a tip. Just omit that bottom F sharp. If you omit that bottom F sharp, then it's really easy to do because bar 43, thumb on G, left thumb, right thumb. If you omit that F sharp, you'll easily be able to voice that A. No one will ever know. No one will ever know you left that out. So just leave out that F sharp and put your thumb on A. Now, it's similar. Middle voice, a little different. You want to bring that out with your thumb. Now right thumb on G. Left thumb on F sharp. Right thumb on G. And once again, leave out the bottom F sharp here. So your thumb can bring out that A. Those are some difficult measures because you need to make the melody audible on top, but at the same time you have a counter melody in the middle, which Rachmaninoff loved so much, and he was such a master at doing that, at putting hidden voices in places. So I am going to play now for measure 41. I'm going to play all those measures and see if I can do it so you can hear it. The melody on top and the right hand on top will sort of take care of itself, but you want to give more attention to the middle there. So these are probably the hardest measures in this whole middle section is bars 42 through bars 45, bringing out that middle voice. Now we're in bar 46. the dynamic high point of this is around, still mezzo forte, but about this, around by the time you're here, it's around forte here. Then he has a beautiful D crescendo here, and then he has a piano. And listen to the middle voice here. He has this, you have this G, you have A, B flat, and then up to that D. So. Now you're soft. Slow down. And then you get into the bar 50 with the working up to the main theme a little later, going to the end. So. I want to now talk just a little about the rubato in this section. As I mentioned in the previous segment of this tutorial, the outer sections, in my opinion, should be rock solid with the tempo. There should be virtually no rubato, no messing with the tempo. It should be like a metronome. This section, not so much. I think it's good to do it in... Rachmaninoff tends to work in 2-bar phrases. So at the end of each, not all the time, but I would say generally speaking, at the end of each 2 bars, slow down a little, retard, and then you can speed up a little. So I'll show you what I mean here. So you have... You can slow down a little there, and then after that, pick the speed back up. So. You can back up. Slow, speed. Whenever he has these in the middle voice, just slow down a little bit there and then speed up, just gracefully speed back up for the phrase. Now I'm going to take it from measure 42. Retardando there, nice big retard, and get softer there. I like a little slower speed here. Metal, slow, down. So that's how I would approach the middle section. First, learn the left hand, focus on the left hand, a nice slow speed with good fingering, good graceful fingering. You know where your breaks are going to be. There will be breaks. You can't do everything legato. But then voice the right hand, the top note in the right hand. Do some retardandos about every 2 bars. You can slow down a little, then you can speed up a little. And last but not least, bring out the middle voice in bars 42 to 45. If you do all these things, I'm sure that the music will speak. The music will begin to speak for you. It's difficult. This is a difficult section, and it takes a lot of work and a lot of care, but it's worth it for such beautiful music like this. So thank you for watching my tutorial, and I wish you all the best with your practice of Rachmaninoff's beautiful Prelude in G minor. Until next time, bye.